There's a structure rumored to have been built by giants, or even a landing pad for alien spacecraft. It sounds crazy, but that's Stonehenge, the mysterious stone circle that has defied our understanding for over 4,500 years. Massive stones weighing tens of tons, transported over 250 kilometers without wheels or metal, and arranged in a perfect circle. They stand there, silently enduring the winds for millennia, yet still pose questions that spark debates among scientists today. Who created it? For what purpose? And most importantly, how? Join us on a journey to explore one of humanity's greatest mysteries, where each stone could rewrite the story of our civilization. In the peaceful plains of Wiltshire, southern England, about 140 kilometers from London, stands one of the world's most enigmatic ancient structures, Stonehenge. From a distance, it's just a circle of giant stones, but up close, you'll understand why this place has become a historical icon, and a puzzle that, for over 4,500 years, humanity has failed to fully decipher. Stonehenge is estimated to have been formed between 3000 and 2000 BC, older than the Giza pyramids. The structure consists of two main stone circles. The outer circle, massive sarsen stones, averaging 4 meters tall and weighing up to 25 to 40 tons, erected upright and connected by horizontal lintels to form giant, pie-shaped structures. The inner circle, smaller stones called bluestones, originating from Wales, over 250 kilometers away, raising a major question. How did ancient people move these multi-ton stones such a vast distance when they had no wheels, no metal, and only stone and wooden tools? Not only that, Stonehenge is precisely aligned with astronomical phenomena. On the summer solstice, June 21st, the sunrise aligns perfectly with the structure's main axis. Many researchers believe it was used as an astronomical observatory or an agricultural calendar to predict seasons. Today, Stonehenge is one of Europe's most famous tourist destinations, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1986. Over 1 million visitors from around the world flock here annually, especially on the summer solstice, to witness the moment the sun rises through the ancient stones. A sight both sacred and thought-provoking. Did our ancestors know more about the universe than we imagine? But Stonehenge is more than a tourist spot. It's a colossal enigma, from the transportation of the stones, to the purpose of its construction, to its true meaning. And as scientists uncover more, the mysteries only deepen. Is this a religious site, an observatory, or evidence of a lost civilization? Over a century of research has revealed many secrets about Stonehenge. But strangely, the more we learn, the more questions arise. Recent excavations show that Stonehenge wasn't built overnight but constructed over multiple phases spanning thousands of years. Initially, around 3000 BC, it was just a circular earthwork and ditch. Later, the bluestones were erected. Astonishingly, these stones came from the Preseli Hills in Wales, 250 kilometers away. How did ancient people transport 2-4-ton stones with primitive tools? By rolling them on logs? Sliding them on ice? Or did they understand a physical principle we haven't yet discovered? That's not all. Around 2500 BC, the massive sarsen stones were brought in, each up to 4 meters tall and over 25 tons. These were erected and joined with lintels to form giant, pie-shaped structures, so perfectly aligned that the joints remain intact after over 4,000 years. This demonstrates that Stonehenge's builders possessed remarkably precise construction techniques. Archaeologists also found burial pits, cremation remains, and tools made from animal bones, evidence suggesting Stonehenge was a site for religious or funerary rituals. But these are only hypotheses, as no written records explain the structure's true purpose. Even more remarkable is Stonehenge's precise astronomical alignment. On the summer solstice, the sunrise shines directly through the central axis. Conversely, on the winter solstice, the sunset aligns with the opposite direction. Is this a coincidence? Or did ancient people observe the skies for centuries to create a giant stone observatory? Recently, scientists analyzed DNA from bones found near Stonehenge and uncovered a surprise. The builders originated from the Mediterranean, having migrated across Europe to Britain. So, was Stonehenge not just a local project but the product of a far-reaching cultural network? Yet these discoveries are just the tip of the iceberg. The more we excavate, the more details emerge that don't align with historical logic. This is why the wildest theories have surfaced, from an observatory or ceremonial site to an ancient energy station or a UFO landing pad. Stonehenge isn't just a stone circle. It's a giant puzzle that each generation tries to solve in its own way. And because there's no definitive answer, a range of theories has emerged, from scientific to mystical, from plausible to beyond imagination. Hypothesis 1. Ancient astronomical observatory. As mentioned earlier, Stonehenge's perfect alignment with the summer and winter solstices is hard to dismiss as coincidence. Many researchers believe it served as a solar calendar or astronomical observatory, helping ancient people predict seasons. In an agricultural society, this could have been a matter of survival. But if it was just for tracking the sun, did it require such a massive structure? Hypothesis 2. Ceremonial and funerary center. Cremation remains and burial pits around Stonehenge suggest it was a site for religious or funerary rituals, possibly for the elite. Some archaeologists propose it was a bridge between the worlds of the living and the dead, connecting astronomical cycles with spiritual beliefs. Hypothesis 3. Ancient energy station. This controversial but popular theory among mystical enthusiasts suggests Stonehenge lies on ley lines, energy pathways across the earth. The stone circle might have functioned as an energy amplifier for healing or spiritual rituals. Though lacking scientific evidence, this idea captivates millions. Hypothesis 4. UFO landing pad or work of giants. It sounds far-fetched, but this theory persists due to the structure's mystery. With the stone's immense weight and the 250 kilometers journey, some argue prehistoric people couldn't have achieved this with primitive tools. Thus, theories suggest Stonehenge was built by extraterrestrial visitors or mythical giants. Without evidence, this idea continues to spark debate. Whichever theory you believe, one truth is undeniable. Stonehenge holds secrets beyond ordinary understanding. And the more we study, the more scientists realize each stone may be a piece in a larger puzzle about human development. But the big question remains: why was Stonehenge abandoned? Who were its true builders? And have we completely misunderstood the capabilities of ancient people? Stonehenge doesn't just challenge us with its existence, but with new discoveries that cast doubt on every hypothesis. Over recent decades, modern archaeological technology, from ground-penetrating radar to DNA analysis, has revealed surprising data. Discovery 1. Stonehenge is just part of a super complex. Researchers found dozens of massive stone pits surrounding Stonehenge, forming a giant circle over 2 kilometers wide. This suggests the structure was part of a vast ceremonial network, not just a standalone stone circle. Who designed such a massive complex? And for what purpose? Discovery 2. Stonehenge's builders weren't locals. DNA analysis of bones near Stonehenge reveals the builders came from the Mediterranean, thousands of kilometers away. This raises the question: was Stonehenge the product of a transcontinental community, perhaps part of a far-reaching cultural network beyond our imagination? Discovery 3. Mysterious prehistoric technology. Experiments recreating the transportation of stones with primitive tools show it's nearly impossible relying solely on human strength and stonewood technology. Some teams resorted to modern pulleys for simulations. This fuels speculation. Did ancient people know more than we think? Are we missing a critical piece of technological history? The biggest contradictions. If Stonehenge was only for astronomical observation, why require such a massive and complex structure? If it was a ceremonial site, why the precise alignment with astronomical events? And if it was a local ritual site, why were people from as far as the Mediterranean involved in its construction? Each answer opens a new set of questions, making Stonehenge an enigma without an absolute solution. As evidence suggests Stonehenge surpasses the capabilities of a Stone Age farming community, two bold hypotheses have gained traction. Many researchers argue Stonehenge is evidence of an experimental science of prehistoric people, a knowledge we've underestimated. They may have deeply understood physics, leverage principles, and even invented tools history hasn't recorded. If true, Stonehenge is not just a ceremonial site but proof our ancestors were far more intelligent than we thought. This raises a profound question. Is what we call modern merely a rediscovery of knowledge lost thousands of years ago? This controversial hypothesis captivates global attention. Supporters argue, Stonehenge's precise astronomical alignment suggests knowledge ahead of its time. The stone's immense weight and 250 kilometers journey seem impossible with primitive technology. Above all, Stonehenge isn't the only mysterious structure. Other massive sites like the Giza pyramids or Nazca lines pose similar questions. Though lacking scientific proof, this theory persists because one fact is undeniable. Stonehenge still lacks a fully convincing explanation. So what's the truth? Is it the extraordinary intelligence of ancient people, or a clue to something beyond our understanding? In the final chapter, let's tackle the biggest question. Could Stonehenge rewrite the story of human civilization? Stonehenge still stands resolute in the English plains for over 4,500 years, silent as a challenge to all humanity. We've sent people to the moon, built supercomputers, yet we can't answer a seemingly simple question. Who erected these massive stones and how? Are we underestimating our ancestors' capabilities? Or does human history hold gaps so vast that every hypothesis, scientific or mystical, has a place? And if one day evidence emerges, what will happen? Will history be rewritten? Or will Stonehenge remain an enigma, its allure preserved by its unanswered questions? Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Backhand index pointing right, do you believe Stonehenge is the work of ancient human ingenuity, or a trace of a force beyond Earth? Share your perspective in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to join us in exploring structures that challenge modern logic. Because beyond Stonehenge, dozens of other mysteries await your discovery.